Dustin with Dustin's Fish Tanks here. I wanted to show the 90-gallon neon tank that I've got brewing these days and tell a quick story about it. This tank, I only had like 5 or 6 neons in last week, and I decided to move my neons from my 75-gallon tank way down low up here to the front of the office where people can walk in and see them. Everybody loves a big school of neons. So while I'm showing you this, I want to tell the story of what happened. I went and I did a 50% water change, and at the top I have a bunch of duckweed, and see all this duckweed here. And when I came in the next day, I had a bunch of algae. You can see the algae here, and a little bit of it here, and a little bit of here. And I just like to give the lesson of what I learned with this tank. And that's this. Don't mess too much with the plants when you mess with your tank. I should have left. I did a 50% water change, and I removed 3/4 of the duckweed. I shouldn't have done that. I should have left the duckweed alone, done the water change, and that way I probably wouldn't have had the algae bloom that I had. Because what I did was I increased the fish load, and I removed some of the filtering, so to speak. I also added the Whisper number 3, which, by the way, I love these filters. I've had these forever. These are like the original filters that I've had when I was like a kid, and they work good, and they're quiet, and I mean, I just shove a sponge, and that's how I do it. But if I had done it over, I would have added the filter a couple weeks before I added the fish, and then I would have left the duckweed alone. I still would have done the big water change. But as you can see, there's a little bit of an algae problem, and that's self-inflicted. So let that be a lesson. If you're going to add fish to a tank, leave the plants alone, even if they're a pest plant, because they'll do you some good. And then obviously after the tank gets balanced, so to speak, that will work out a little better. I basically was running the tank a little too rich. I don't know if you just saw that bubble that went up. That came from the CO2 coming from the dirt that I've got in there. But I'm really excited about this tank. I run my tanks pretty lightly stocked, so I don't know how many more neons I'm really going to put in it. More would obviously be cooler, but I'm lazy, and I don't know. I also added my Sturvey Cory cats, which are in here somewhere. I'm not going to be able to find them, but they're seeming to be having some fun as well. So just a quick lesson. If you're going to add a lot of fish, don't remove the plant load. So I'm paying for it with the algae, but it'll go away. Dustin's Fish Tanks signing out.